paranormal workout. I think he's doing Lego wrong. Just when you thought you'd seen everything. Please can we just take a moment to sympathize with the fact that Conor Murphy's most viewed video ever, him taking his shirt off in the street.
Here is the total amount of money I've made on the Conor Murphy fake shirt trick over about 5 years.
Only made him $30,000.
So yeah, in all seriousness, that's pretty freaking low. My YouTube ad revenue has always been relatively
Only $30,000 passive income for talent like that. Unbelievable. Unfair if anything. He should lodge a formal complaint.
Soul-gazing Mirren gains.
That is the worst Dylan, you son of a bitch, I've ever seen. Okay, Chris Elkins, who is that? And so this video is from his TikTok that he voluntarily uploaded.
As a woman, having your dude have bigger boobs than you. Let me just show you. Look at this is like a real boob, you guys. Like this boob is better than my boob, literally.
Again, he uploaded that. I'm saying nothing.
Welcome to this week's Shredded Sports Science.
Firstly and most importantly, thank you for all the comments on the last videos. It was so much fun to read them. In this week's video, the supplement that is being hyped as the Natty alternative to Roids. The gym, the place we love to go to strengthen our bodies, strengthen our minds, soothe our souls. Alright, relax. This isn't a 1990s prison movie. I'm going to shiv you in the toilets and all that. Do they sell chill pill supplements? Probably, actually.
So this is my friend Devin in the video, and this is an example of what he was doing, you know. Not slamming weights down, just not controlling the eccentric.
And so people may view this differently, but I think as long as someone isn't crashing the plates to the floor like some type of budget gym Hulk, but allowing the plates to drop at a reasonable speed for safety purposes during a high intensity lift, then that's fine. In a gym, there is going to be the noise of weight plates. I get that people throwing dumbbells to the floor after bicep curls are just idiots.
I was just doing some bicep curls, and watch what happened.
Unless it's for a fake TikTok video, in which case it's hilarious, apparently. But heavy and complex barbell lifts are gonna be a bit noisy. Just let them train. Who remembers a deadlift sheriff who kicked the bar at the guy's hand? What an animal, right in the balls indeed. But that gym alpha has been out-alphaed by the Alpha Male course where you get to have an ice bath, take your group dump in the mud, and just basically become a man for the bargain price of...
I'm gonna welcome to the project.
$12,000 for 75 hours, hypothermia included. That's not a typo, that's daylight robbery. Do you want to know how to become an alpha male? Don't pay a guy $12,000 for 3 days of screaming at you and making you do tug of war. But remember, if you are not experiencing the project and not becoming the leader, husband and father you are meant to be, is much more expensive in the long run. And how much for you not to put and after a comma? And can I say, for $12,000 I want my own ice bath. I'm not sharing with Larry and his stinky balls after a long day of wrestling in the mud. And so who is the alpha male guru who in 3 days will turn you into a proper lad? Well, it's called the MDK Project, Application to Greatness, not a cult, not a cult. Run by this bloke, arms crossed, mean mug in his about section, that ticks all the alpha boxes. The dude coming out the ice bath like a wet dog. But shut up, okay, because this has science. What does it mean to be a man? Chimpanzee versus bonobo. Photographic evidence of what you will achieve. But despite the testosterone dripping off the page, I'm still not sold until they show me the picture of the people doing that thing from Gladiator. So let's do some maths here. That is 8 men in a gym slapping each other with foam. $96,000. There may be a part of you that wants to experience the project. No. And if you've watched my alpha male videos before, you'll know I have no problem with men being men or masculinity. Maybe one day I'll achieve some. I just find these alpha male gurus, teachers and courses just straight internet marketing cringe. And put that aside, there is a far cheaper way that you can build your alpha male body. Now versus 6 months. Body muscles seems legit. Get my plan. Mad muscles build your perfect body. Answer a few questions. Where have I seen this before? And choose your body type. Oh, and so if you're wanting to get an online program and you see generic vague questions followed by a body type quiz, just be skeptical. I have a video explaining the flawed research behind somatotypes, which had nothing to do with actual physical development, but were a psychological study by a dodgy guy in the 1940s. And fitness programming, of course, is a bit more specific than just general questions and general body typing. Unless you're Craig Glass and your clients can pack on 12 pounds in a week.
Up 12 pounds in 1 week, insane.
What supplements is he giving his clients for that? Is it this?
Here's a fun fact about Ecdysterone that a lot of people don't know. Now, I'm sure you've seen this stuff being promoted all over social media like it's the next big thing, but here's what. This is nothing new. When I first got into lifting in the early 2000s, holy shit, I'm getting old. Ecdysterone was being advertised all over the muscle magazines and hyped up in the exact same way as it is now. Then what happened? It disappeared off map and no one talked about it for years. Now, I'm not making any definite statements about its effects, but if Ecdysterone was really as amazing as all these guys with their 10% off discount codes are saying, don't you think it probably would have stuck around? Or could it just be that supplement companies realized enough time has passed now to where the newer generation of lifters have never heard of it, and so they can dig it back out of the supplement graveyard for another cycle of marketing before it fades back into obscurity once again?
I recognize that guy.
Alpha or not?
That is the alpha legend.
Here's how alphas take 875 milligrams of caffeine.
Who chugs energy drinks with pre-workout on them. And he is my favorite alpha CEO on TikTok. Sorry, all of them are. And 600,000 people agree with me. Not fake. The camera was perfectly focused and the participants perfectly in frame, even before she started approaching him. That was lucky. Sorry, where was I? Ecdysterone, a type of ecdysteroid, a natural anabolic agent, apparently. Beta? No, it's alpha. That has been established. Is it pronounced ecdysterone, ecdysterone? Who knows? One of life's mysteries. Unlike the actual evidence base, which is pretty clear. And other substances in this category are, for example, Ecdysterone, which of course is very popular right now. I haven't looked into that specific substance yet. I will delve into that at a later point. So they are similar in structure, these substances, but we do need to look into each one independently because they can differ in terms of their effects. And so don't get ecdysterone confused with Ecdysterone, for example. And so what is it meant to do? Well, it's meant to increase protein synthesis. Those are the claims, which would therefore be causal in increasing muscle mass. And that is how it is sold and marketed. But what does the actual evidence base say? And so for Ecdysterone, the main studies quoted by supplement companies are from Maria Parr, who is a prolific researcher in this area. 2015 study by Parr et al., which is frequently used as the basis of selling this supplement. And it did find strong hypertrophic results from this ingredient, even stronger than D-bol. An anabolic activity of ecdysterone was clearly confirmed by investigation. The anabolic potency of the ecdysterone was comparable or even higher as found for the anabolic androgenic steroids SARMs or IGF-1 on rats. And so if you see jacked rats walking around the street, they're on ecdysterone. And so it was a rodent study, and very seriously, this is a massive problem in the supplement industry. You cannot take rat studies and sell these supplements to humans. That is just wrong on every level. And for this ingredient particularly, the lack of human studies with an intervention of this ingredient and resistance training over a good period of time with a good sample size. Supplement companies will take any data at all which shows a benefit, no matter how weak or questionable the data is, and use that as the basis of selling these new amazing supplements. And it's so flawed, as I've shown with arachidonic acid, with myostatin supplements, now with this Natty roid alternative. And so we do have a 2010 rat study again, which showed positive results for protein synthesis. But what we do have, which is slightly more useful, is a 2006 study by Wilborn et al., where they looked at a few different substances, including ecdysterone, and they took 45 men, and this did involve resistance training and the intaking of the substance, and they didn't find any positive results.
The major finding of this study was that dietary supplementation of commercially available supplements containing Methoxyisoflavone, Ecdysterone, and Sulfo-Polysaccharide did not significantly affect anabolic or catabolic responses to resistance training, body composition, or training adaptations. These findings do not support contentions that Methoxyisoflavone, Ecdysterone, and Sulfo-Polysaccharide supplementation during resistance training enhance gains in strength, power, or muscle mass.
So we also have a 2019 study, again by Parr et al., and this one is a human study, which is very rare when it comes to this substance. And in this study, the results were positive in a context of sports performance and muscle mass increase. But we have to remember that this is just one study, and it conflicts with data from previous studies. And so we need to know why that is. Could it be to do with the dose? Could it be something else to do in the research design? Could it be the genetic variables of the participants involved? There are so many factors that we need to explore. We cannot just take this one piece of research as golden. This is where we are with this supplement. A lot more research is needed. The research we have now is pretty scarce. A lot of it is rodent studies, very limited human trials. When we look at the human data, we have mixed results. We have the 2019 Parr et al., which is the most promising results we have. But this is in its infancy. You cannot sell this supplement to humans looking to pack on muscle in a resistance training context with the amount of data available at the current moment. Or you could, I guess, but it would just be unethical. And so Sean's short video was pretty good in terms of his skepticism towards the supplement. And my view is that to sell a supplement, it has to be based on a strong body of evidence. And this supplement simply is not. And so what I did is to Google this supplement to see all the people selling it, all the websites hyping it up. and you're just all terrible. Your information and your articles is like you actually haven't read the research. You're all wrong, disingenuous, lazy sellouts, and in many cases deceitful.